Hey everybody, we were talking in recent videos about this idea of differentiation and having a value proposition that actually means something to your financial planning clients. In a previous video, I talked about having a value proposition that could be based around perhaps the way that you do business with clients. It could be a process that's unique to your business, something that your business does, some software your business has perhaps that no one else has. Today, I want to talk about another option when it comes to differentiating your business and having a value proposition that actually means something to clients. And today, I want to talk about the idea of having a value proposition that is centered around people and who you are. So some examples of this that I've seen, I know one planner here in Adelaide, actually a number of planners here in Adelaide, ex-teachers. And so they've taken that teaching background, gone into financial planning, and a lot of them actually have a really good niche around teachers, because they understand the issues that the teachers go through. They understand how the teaching contract system works, understand how the super funds work. I used to work with a couple of planners who were ex-public servants, and you can probably guess what their target market was. It was public servants. Again, they had a lot of connections there, understood those people. There was a real connection there. Those clients that came into the business really felt like these planners understood their issues and understood what they were going through. I know of other financial planners who are ex-military people and served in the armed forces and come and take that the discipline and the leadership lessons and so on they've learnt in service, and they apply that to a financial planning business. So they haven't necessarily gone in the path of looking at service people as being their target market, but the way that they market themselves certainly is to say, well, here's the values, the skills that I learnt in the service, and here's how I apply them to my financial planning business. All very interesting and certainly something to consider. I remember a number of years ago coming across a guy called Peter Montoya in America who had a book called The Brand Called You, and his business really specialised in helping people understand their value propositions and talk about the uniqueness, the brand that is called you. And I remember one of the bits they prepared was about a planner who I think was a coach, and it was all about how this planner took what they learned from being a coach into a sporting coach, that was, into the financial planning world. There was another one who played an instrument, a bit like me. And so they talked about all the lessons they learned from playing an instrument, the discipline of study, of practicing, of trying to get better, and how they apply that into a financial planning business. Another way you can be different as an individual, again, perhaps is through studies and some skill sets that you've got. I know for me, I'm a big fan of behavioural finance and trying to understand why it is that people behave the way they do when it comes to money and just choices in life. You may have a desire to be a really good coach, so you may go and do some courses in coaching people for peak performance and good outcomes. You may go and do courses like what I'm interested in behavioural finance and understanding the psychology behind it. You may go and do a psych degree. There's a whole range of different things you can do that position you as being different. And in a service industry, it's all about the people, okay? If we were just selling a product, if it was literally, say, an iPhone, if this was the product that you were selling, it's a commodity. I mean, it really comes back to a price, doesn't it? Because it's exactly the same thing that I'm buying from store to store. It really comes back to price and probably service as well. When it's a service business and you're selling yourself, your skills essentially to help people come to an outcome, it's a whole different way because people can't compare one to the other. So it really does come back to how do you differentiate yourself? How do you make yourself become incredibly attractive to your target market so that they will come and see you and not go with anyone else? So that's my thoughts for the day. Differentiation and a good value proposition based on who you are, your unique skills, your unique abilities, your unique background, study, and so on. Interested in your thoughts? Leave a comment below. And again, as always, thank you so much for watching.